What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, a lot of times on this channel we talk about stories where, people get involved with the wrong type of person in the relationship, whether it's formal or informal. And today I want to talk about a story that dropped last night that I just seen, and I'm going to share it with you guys out of Houston, Texas, where I'm at. Shout out Houston as always. And it's about this woman up here that you see. This woman is lucky that she's alive and her children are alive. Why? Because this woman got wrapped up with a guy that was recently released out of prison, who police are now looking for because yesterday this guy got mad at her because she didn't get home fast enough and wind up shooting her 19-year-old son multiple times and a 12-year-old daughter. And if that's not bad enough, this guy just went off on some type of tangent, and it was a reign of terror that lasted for some time. And these children are recovering. They didn't die, thank God. And this is something we see all too common. A lot of dudes out here, ain't worth their weight in salt and ain't worth given a chance to mess with anybody because they themselves have internal conflict that makes it where they are unlovable and undateable. Take a look at this story.
Morning, and thanks for joining us at 9. I'm Haley Hernandez. Right now, deputies are searching for the person who shot a child and a teenager in West Houston. Deputies say the victims, a 12-year-old girl and 19-year-old boy, know the shooter. Kathy Hernandez is live at the scene with what investigators are telling us. Kathy, how are they doing?
Good morning to you. We just heard about everything that happened. We actually talked to the victim's mother. She says her kids, her son and her daughter, were the victims in this case. They are now in the hospital, she said, and they are in two separate hospitals. So she's been going back and forth visiting her kids. The good thing is, she says she has been talking to them and they have been working with detectives. She describes very scary moments. It all happened right here outside her apartment, unit 104 of this apartment complex. She says the shooter is actually a man she's involved with, and he waited, she says, until she left the apartment and targeted her kids as they were here alone. Deputies were headed to the Timber Creek apartments about a shooting here at about 8:30 last night. They say a 12-year-old girl ran up to them saying she had been shot in the abdomen. They later learned a 19-year-old boy had also been shot. Both were rushed to hospitals and are expected to be okay. Deputies say the shooter ran away, but witnesses were able to give a vivid description of him. They actually set up a large perimeter using a drone in the area to try to find him without success. We also talked to a man who lives nearby.
I was a little concerned as to what was going on. Yeah, they did have a huge perimeter. They had the street blocked off. They had inside of here blocked off so he couldn't get in and out. Just concerned about the general atmosphere back here now. The quality that's back here. Like I said, it seemed like it's not as safe as it used to be.
And again, we talked to the victim's mother just in the last 20 minutes. She says the victims were brother and sister, 19 years old and 12 years old. They were here home alone when it all happened. Again, she says that suspect is someone she was involved with, would not call him a boyfriend, but said they were involved. And he actually, again, waited for her outside and watched her leave as her kids were here home alone. As for that suspect, police have not yet released a description of him or his name, but that mother says for now she really hopes that he turns himself in. She says she is moving out of this apartment right now because she is so scared for her safety.
A Northwest Harris County mother is in fear for her safety after two of her children were shot inside their apartment. The accused shooter, a friend of hers, is now on the run. KPRC2's Bill Barajas is tracking the latest. He is live at the apartment complex near the intersection of Highway 6 North and Timber Creek Place Drive. Bill.
Yeah, that shooting happened right here at the Town Lake apartment homes, which is just behind me. The mother of those victims, a 12-year-old and 19-year-old, spoke to us on camera. She says she knows exactly who this alleged shooter is and has given that information to law enforcement. We tried confirming that information with law enforcement, the Harris County Sheriff's Office, but they have not gotten back to us as of news time. I can tell you that as far as the victims, the 12-year-old and 19-year-old, the mother says they're in the hospital but are expected to be okay.
Ma, tell him when I'm finna say, all right, Ma, I'm finna go back to bed. You told him everything, Ma?
Yeah, I told him everything what y'all called and told me.
19-year-old Devontae Martin was shot twice. He briefly spoke to his mother, Laurel Martin, through FaceTime from the hospital. His 12-year-old sister, Caitlin, also a target.
Yeah, he got shot in his chest and his stomach. So they had to remove his spleen. And he got shot in his right here, where he got a chest tube to pump out the blood.
What about your daughter?
She got shot in the hip. She got a fractured hip. She got shot here and it came out here.
The shooter, someone Martin says she was seen. He called, then showed up at the apartment unexpectedly while Martin was away.
And was threatening me to come here, but if I didn't get here fast enough, he was threatening to kill my kids. No issues at all. I don't know if something came over him or I don't know what came over him. My sons was outside, and so he told my sons he feel like shooting. And he told my sons, y'all better walk upstairs before I shoot y'all. So my sons was walking upstairs. They say he told him y'all walking too slow. So as my oldest son got to the door, my son got shot. So he tried to go in the door and shut the door, but he kicked the door. My girls were hiding in the tub. So when my son realized he was shot, my 16-year-old jumped over the fence. They made my 19-year-old jump over the fence, but he couldn't jump over the high fence. He jumped off the balcony. So he tried to run. He ran through the hole and tried to run, but he collapsed. But my daughters were hiding in the bathroom, and he kicked the bathroom door and shot my 12-year-old.
Martin's two other children able to get out and run to a nearby business.
There are a lot of things going through my head right now. But I'm just trying to be here for my kids, because it could have turned the wrong way. I'm just thanking God that they're still alive.
And again, Martin says she's known the alleged shooter for about 4 years and added that he was just released from prison in March. Again, she's given all that information to the Harris County Sheriff's Office, the detectives working on this case. In the meantime, she says she's leaving her apartment. She does not feel safe until this person is caught.
You've seen it. And first things first, why are they withholding the guy's name? Now you talking about they gave the name. If you listen, they said they gave the name that she gave them to Harris County Sheriff's Office. She didn't give the name? I don't know. Maybe he said that wrong. But I mean, the thing is this. Another thing is, if they know who the guy is, why they don't flash him all over the place? Maybe they don't have a picture of him. I mean, they would. He just got out of prison. That's the thing. Why are these people still dealing with people that just came out of prison? You know, a lot of people have social media and they sign up for different things and they can take Instagram photos and stuff. And I'm not talking about this woman, but this is something that people never really think about. Why don't you invest and pay a little bit of money to run the name of somebody that you meet, that you're interested in or is interested in you? I think a lot of times this would calm that type of stuff down. But then again, there are women that like bad guys. I don't know what the situation was with her, but I'm more than sure if this guy was that trigger happy to shoot her kids and that violent, she had to see some red flags somewhere before this happened. And I'm just being real. I don't know the woman. And I'm glad she's not dead, and I'm glad the kids are not dead. But you have to be careful out here, both ladies and gentlemen, when you're dealing with somebody, you know, on a level and having children around them. I just did a story the other day about an 18-year-old boy that was dating a girl who had a baby, and he killed the baby. And as unfortunate as that happened, this is a common occurrence. You often see guys that are not even married to somebody or have any type of assets that they built together or on a road to building something great anyway, taking people out because they have a relationship with them or they feel as though they want to control somebody. Don't know what this was about, but I do know she shouldn't have been messing with a motherfucker like that. In fact, no woman should be messing with a motherfucker like that. Guy got mad because she wouldn't get home. Evidently, he was mad and wanted to argue with her about something. She's zooming. He's on the phone. I'm going to shoot your kids if you don't get there. Can you imagine what was going through her head? One of the things that was going through her head was, damn, I made a hell of a mistake fucking with this type of dude, but I'm more than sure she probably thought that before. Sometimes you be in so deep with these demons that you don't even know how to get out. And that's something I always wanted to avoid. As a man, you know what I'm saying? I always looked at it like, you know, it's up to me if we're going to have a relationship or not. And these guys, man, you see them doing this type of stupid stuff. Like, the thing that keeps, like, messing with my head is this. At any given time, as a man, she had her own apartment, her own kids, or whatever. You going over there. My thing is this. You are so hell-bent on being angry and you doing stuff that could land you back in prison. And like you had these feelings of being so angry that you want to hurt children. Maybe whatever she did that made you like that, you need to leave her alone. They never walk away. We see that in crimes when people get to fighting and stuff. Nobody can walk away. Just, okay, you got it. And just leave. Because ain't nobody worth your freedom. There are people out here, man, this guy right here sound like he insanely jealous to me. Or controlling. And the thing is, you just met somebody and got out of jail. You met them what? You know her 4 years, but you just started dealing with her on a dating type of level after you got out of jail. And all of a sudden, you done lost your damn mind? Seriously. The same dudes that lose their mind to destroy families and women that they with, they can't lose their mind to elevate themselves to do better and make themselves better leaders or heads of households. You ever notice that? It's the craziest thing, man. Boy shot up 3 times because his mom chose to deal with a demon. He shot the little girl. Running through the house chasing people. She in the bathroom. He shot her. I don't know if he shot through the door or whatever. Shot her in the hip. It's crazy. Makes no damn sense. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. You know, you choose your friends wisely, but you choose who you want to deal with extra wisely and who you want to have around your kids. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.